When the news broke that Ricky Hatton, the beloved former champion boxer from Manchester, ended his own life, boxing fans everywhere were saddened. A man who fought battles in the ring and wrestled with demons outside it. Drink, drugs, and the heavy weight of suicidal thoughts he openly confessed in interviews. His death is part of a pattern I've observed among men who embody what Dr. Robert Moore calls the warrior archetype. Fighters, veterans, men forged in conflict. Why do so many men with strong warrior energy succumb to suicide? Why does the very force that drives them to confront external battles sometimes turn inward with lethal consequences? The answer lies in the shadow of the warrior and the fractured masculine psyche. Robert Moore, in Facing the Dragon, offers a brutal truth. The more traumas and tragedies you have in your life, the more grandiosity will attack you. It can tell you how impressive it is that you are still alive, or it can charge you into depression by suggesting you might as well go ahead and commit suicide. Many suicidal thoughts come from a grandiose perfectionism. This grandiosity is not mere arrogance. It's a desperate, often unconscious demand for perfection and control in a world that has repeatedly betrayed you. In a seminar, Moore went further, naming the venomous self-talk that haunts these men. Those of you that have scathing, hostile self-talk in your thoughts, some of you know what I'm talking about. Scathing, hostile. The world would be better if you were dead. Those kinds of thoughts, in my view, they're coming right out of it. It's pissed with you, you little worm. Why can't you do better than this? I think suicidal impulses. I don't think any of them are authentically personal. I don't believe that any suicidal impulses are ever authentically personal. This is the shadow warrior speaking, a voice of betrayal, rage, and self-condemnation. Rod Boothroyd, a shadow work facilitator specializing in masculine archetypes, adds to this notion, writing in his book, Warrior Magician Lover King. It seems likely that many cases of suicide are linked to a weak or deeply wounded warrior. Certainly, deep depression, self-harming, and other self-destructive patterns speak of issues in the warrior. But how do you recognize this in a man who wears strength like armor? Betrayal, addiction, and the lover's shadow. Betrayal is a common thread. For men high in warrior energy, betrayal is not just a wound, it's a fatal stab in the back. The warrior's identity is built on loyalty, honor, and the ability to protect. When that trust is shattered, by others, by life, or by the self, the warrior feels exposed, worthless, and powerless. This collapse of self-worth is devastating. But the story doesn't end there. The warrior archetype does not exist in isolation. It is intrinsically linked to the lover archetype, which governs connection, vulnerability, and emotional depth. When the warrior is high and the lover weak or wounded, the tension creates a dangerous imbalance. The lover's shadow often manifests as addiction, alcohol, drugs, escapism. This is no coincidence. Betrayal wounds the lover deeply, and without healthy expression, the lover inflates into destructive patterns. This vicious cycle, betrayal triggering the shadow warrior's rage turned inward, coupled with the lover's flight into addiction, creates a termite effect on the psyche. It eats away at the man's foundation until suicide becomes a whispered option, a tragic escape from unbearable internal conflict. Robert Moore's framework suggests that men with dominant warrior energy carry a potent aggression. This aggression is a tool for facing external enemies, but when the external fight disappears or turns against them, the aggression can flip inward. Loss of faith in themselves, others, the world, even God, leaves them vulnerable to this self-directed violence, a call to inner mastery and integration. This is not a call for pity or excuses. It's a call for brutal honesty and practical action. Men must learn to recognize these archetypal dynamics within themselves. They must do the inner workout, confront the shadow voices, and integrate the fractured parts of their masculine spirit. The warrior must learn to protect not just the external realm, but the internal kingdom as well. Ricky Hatton's suicide is a reminder that the fight for self-mastery is not just about physical battles or external victories. It's about wrestling with the shadows within, the grandiosity, the rage, the betrayal, and the addiction. It's about reclaiming sovereignty over the whole masculine psyche, not just the parts that look strong on the surface. To the men walking this path, stop admiring the problem. What are you going to do about it? The work is hard, the shadows are fierce, but the alternative is far worse. Balance the opposites. Go within. Do the work. Exploring the Shadow Warrior. The Shadow Warrior is not just a myth or metaphor, it's a living force within many men, often misunderstood and feared. As Robert Moore puts it, the Shadow Warrior is the part of the man that feels betrayed, angry, and out of control. It is the voice that says, "You are not enough, even when you've done everything right." This voice is relentless, a harsh inner critic that can erode confidence and fuel despair. Rod Boothroyd expands on this, saying, "The Shadow Warrior is a double-edged sword. It can protect fiercely, but it can also wound deeply, especially when the warrior's code of honor is broken, or when the man feels powerless to defend what he values. This shadow energy often manifests as self-sabotage, addiction, or rage turned inward, a silent battle that many fight alone." Another perspective comes from Jungian analyst James Hollis, who observed, "The warrior's shadow is the refusal to accept vulnerability. It demands strength at all costs, and when that strength falters, the fall can be devastating. This refusal to acknowledge pain or weakness traps men in cycles of repression and explosive release. Understanding these voices and shadows is crucial. They are not signs of failure, but signals that parts of the self need attention, healing, and integration. The Shadow Warrior calls for recognition, not suppression. Working with your warrior energy, practical tips. So, how do you work with this powerful, sometimes dangerous energy? How do you transform the Shadow Warrior into a source of strength and wisdom rather than destruction? Acknowledge the shadow. Begin by recognizing the harsh inner voices and the feelings of betrayal or rage they carry. Journaling or talking with a trusted mentor can help you identify these patterns without judgment. Set clear boundaries. Like the story of quitting that demanding job, establish non-negotiable terms in your life. This is the warrior's way of protecting what matters: your time, your values, your peace. Practice saying no firmly and respectfully. Channel anger. Constructively. Anger is a natural warrior energy. Instead of repressing it, find healthy outlets: physical exercise, martial arts, or creative pursuits. This helps prevent the buildup of destructive shadow energy. Cultivate vulnerability. Strength isn't just about armor and force. It's also about opening up to trusted people, sharing your struggles, and allowing yourself to be seen fully. This balances the warrior with the lover archetype, healing wounds of isolation. Develop rituals and practices. Create daily or weekly rituals that honor your warrior spirit, whether it's meditation, breath work, or a physical challenge. These practices build resilience and focus. Seek inner mastery. The ultimate warrior fights not just external battles, but the internal ones. Commit to ongoing self-reflection and growth. When the Shadow Warrior arises, meet it with curiosity and courage, not fear. Remember, this is a journey, not a quick fix. The warrior within you is unconquerable when you learn to wield your energy with wisdom and balance. This is your personal revolution. Stand tall, claim your power, and walk your path with integrity. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe or leave a comment. If you like listening to Dr. Robert Moore talk about this aspect of masculinity, You can hear the full lectures where these clips came from by clicking on the playlist on screen now.